Hey guys, Yanik Silver here, sitting with Dan Kennedy. Hello, Dan.
Hi. Hi.
Dan, I've cornered Dan to provide a little insight. We've had people ask questions via Twitter, and then I'm going to ask Dan a couple questions, put him on the spot here. And all right, first question we had came in that said, what's a big opportunity right now that people can look forward to and maybe glam onto?
You know, the question gets asked a lot. In a very real sense, it's the wrong question. Because it ignores the individual, right? And so what's a grand and glorious opportunity for you
Yep.
may be a really horrible opportunity for me, and vice versa. And
So looking at personal biases or passion, or are you looking
oh, you're looking at all of that. You're looking at personal strengths and weaknesses. What are you willing to do, not willing to do? Where are you trying to wind up? You know, I mean, we talked earlier today, without
Right.
being specific, about something that might be a fine opportunity for somebody else.
Yeah.
But it produces a customer that is incompatible with the kind of people you want to work with, and doesn't feed the rest of your business.
Right.
So for you, it's a really bad opportunity. For somebody else, it could be ideal. So strengths, weaknesses, objectives, synergistic issues with what you're already doing, resources, access to resources. You know, there's a whole set of issues. Having said that, because that's not the answer the person
That's right.
who tweeted wanted.
That's
So,
right. Actually, Dan has a Twitter account. He doesn't tell anyone about it.
That's right. That's right. Having said that, you, the economic conditions are one thing to look at for answers. The other are demographic trends is another thing to look at
Yeah.
for answers. Because they control the big, broad
Right.
issues. What is the population going to look like in terms of age, income, financial status, geographic location and movement, interests, desires, where's the money,
Yeah.
in other words.
So if you broke out your Dan Kennedy crystal ball and this person said, "Hey, I just want to know where the money's going," where would it?
Right now, it's largely disappeared. But I mean, it's going in the short term, let's say 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
It's going largely into 50 to 60-year-old adults who are inheriting a greater amount of wealth transfer than ever in the history of the United States from their dying parents, and are entering that age bracket with greater personal wealth.
So it could be a variety of things. That it could be anything from maybe from a franchise to
Sure. You have, so now if you
healthcare.
combine, yeah, exactly. So first of all, you have a group with more spending power, more discretionary spending power, and more wealth than ever, who is now going to live longer than ever, and has a very different attitude about that than my parents did, your parents did, etc. So the whole third act and fourth act is, you know, where all the change is. And so you mentioned franchises.
Right.
You know, the 60-year-old franchise buyer
Yeah.
is a very new phenomenon, but it is a phenomenon that is very real, right? Convenience is the huge service area growth. Geographic real estate movement is not as finite and clear as, you know, people of my parents' age, if you lived in the east or the northeast, is mandatory by law at age 62 and a half, you move to Florida. So
It's mandate.
yeah, you know, it's not that clear cut anymore. And if
Yeah.
you, or you moved to Arizona, so it's not that clear cut anymore, right? All those things have changed. So, you know, you study demographics. Um, if you're in search of an answer to that question, you read Dent on demographics, you read American Demographics magazine, you know, you pay attention to those sorts of things.
Right.
And economic pressures, they really are driving home in final form the death of the 40-year career with a single employer in a single line of work even, and now serial movement in 7 to 10-year time frames from one career to another, certainly one employer to another. So that opens up a whole area of opportunity.
Right. There's definitely not a shortage of opportunity.
No, there's, nobody's, anybody that's got that problem just isn't paying attention.
Yeah.
But there is no universally
Yeah.
right answer for anybody.
Okay, a little more tactical question. Someone asked, when do too many free bonuses become invaluable?
Well, that's pretty narrow.
Yeah.
That's tactical. Not, so when it's overkill.
Yeah.
It can be overkill, which means simply that you're spending money giving away bonuses and aren't buying any more sales, right? It can be value diminishing, where it reaches the point that it makes the offer too good to be true, it makes the seller look desperate, you know, has those kind of negative
Right.
impacts. And actually,
When the product's $50 and the bonuses are $5,000 value.
yeah, and that now actually, you know, impedes.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
it
the
suppresses
sale.
the response.
So sort of one way which you just went at is sort of relationship of price to bonus value. Does it make sense, and is there a way to make it make sense to people, right? I think the biggest bonus mistake is not so much how much. And almost always multiple bonuses are better than a single one.
Yeah.
But the biggest single bonus mistake is not so much in number of items or overall quantity of items. It is in bonusing more of the same,
Yeah.
of the core product or service.
Right. Because
Okay? That where it's almost indistinguishable what's the core product and what's the, you know, now in certain, so where quantity matters. So if you're signing up for the monthly Gevalia coffee of the month thing, and you get 5 free pounds
Yeah.
when you join, maybe more of the same is okay. Although if you look at that offer, the coffee maker has the premium is more important than is the extra coffee. But certainly in the information arena, where you and I live, it's a huge mistake for the bonuses to just be more of the same. Either in media, in format of deliverable,
Right.
or in content.
So-
So if somebody's buying a 20 audio CD package, to be simplistic,
Right.
of interviews with experts, the bonuses of 4 audio CDs with interviews with experts did you no good whatsoever.
Right.
And so bonuses, first of all, fall into 2 categories: relevant bonuses and irrelevant bonuses, right? And so, you know, the relevant bonus, if it's business improvement stuff over here, the relevant bonus has something to do with business. The irrelevant bonus might be the coffee cup, the t-shirt, the trip to Vegas, and often irrelevant bonuses work better than relevant bonuses. But even the relevant bonus needs to be different. So if you look at, say, a typical TV offer for skincare products, let's say we're selling a collection of skincare products, the bonus won't be 2 more jars of skincare products. It'll be the magic glop you rub under your eyes and the dark circles and the wrinkles instantly go
Yeah.
away. It'll be the applicator for the stuff that has a whiz-bang device in it and sings and dances, and you can plug it into the wall and it vibrates your eyelashes. So it'll be connected, but it won't be more of the same.
Right.
I think the piling on of bonuses, its biggest danger in piling on is becoming a confusing